Hi, I'm Maree. I'm a photographer and motivational blogger from Brisbane, Australia. I'm here in the hopes that by interviewing people that are living their dreams or on their way to living their dreams, it might inspire all of us to do the same. I'm really excited today because I'm joined by Jamie Stenhouse. Jamie is an entrepreneur and internet marketer. Welcome, Jamie.
Thank you for having me, Sarah.
No worries. It's great to have you here. Cool. Well, we'll get stuck right into the questions. So the first question is, what were you like at school?
During high school, I was very much a computer nerd and kept to myself a bit as well, I think. I was actually quite entrepreneurial without even knowing what that word meant at the time.
Yeah.
So I was off playing a round of programs online, sort of earning cash here and there through different projects online, and really kind of just playing around and seeing what I enjoyed to do other than homework and schoolwork, of course, right? So I was very much the kid who at lunchtime was in the computer rooms playing around, just kind of seeing what would happen if I did certain things here and there.
Yeah, definitely. So I guess you probably weren't that stimulated by the education you were receiving at school.
Not really. Actually, before leaving high school, I did introduce a whole new class into my high school program. It was actually a computer designing class. So
really?
One of the projects I was doing was creating computer games because I enjoy playing games, so I figured why not create one, right?
Yeah, sure.
After learning how to code them, I then sold them to other classmates for, cash here and there. But then sort of I got questions about it here and there, so I figured why not pitch it to the teachers and go, can we create a week program for people who are keen to learn how to program their own computer game? And it took off, and that was in 2006. I think I brought that in there, and I left school in 2007 in year 10. So it's in play now still. So it's kind of quite cool to talk to kids who are currently in my high school and hear them go through that program. It's actually really cool. I'm a bit annoyed that I didn't put my name on it, but
I reckon
I might actually head in there and maybe, I don't know, just kind of own that class, I think. I don't know. It's,
definitely. Get some kind of recognition for it. That's really cool. I mean, even if you, having left in year 10, you would have been so much younger as well. So you would have only been, 15 when that was all happening. So that's... I
think what's actually more annoying now is that I'm not getting commissions for that. I might actually chase that up now that it's come to sort of
well, if you think you need it, mate.
Yes.
Cool. That's awesome. And what was something that you used to dream of being as a child?
Well, going back to year 6, we had a task where we had to sort of plan our dream job, right? And I sort of drew a tower that had my own name on top. I don't know what the tower had in it or what in there, or if there was anyone even in there, but I sort of had this dream of sort of doing large things ever since year 6, or even before then, actually. So other kids, were drawing, I'm keen to do, I think there was footballers and a few, the very, what's the word? Common category for children at that age. So it was drawing this huge tower.
That's so crazy. And is that before you even knew about Donald Trump Tower and stuff like that? Is that something that, just came to you?
Indeed it is. It's actually interesting. Let me show you something. I don't know if you can see it. Look where I am today. I'm actually 43 floors up. So I don't know if that tells you anything to what I said in year 6.
Well, yeah, you definitely set your dreams in motion at an early age. That's amazing.
However, it's not my own tower though, so I'm a bit upset.
Not yet.
Fine.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Cool. So what do you do now?
In its purest form, marketing. To expand on that, I've got a partnership in a property company, and we specialize in pitching property to people overseas in India, China, and UK. Mm-hmm. We also educate them on the purchasing process through a DVD series and a published ebook as well. So we push them through the education first, and then we teach them how to purchase property through our program. So that's one project.
Cool.
The other project as well is I take on private clients. So I'll come into a client's company or project and really help them to launch it online or to really push it further than they could originally. So in short, that really comes under generating clients online purely through me. So that client has my time, energy, and attention for the whole week or 2 weeks, depending how the project is. And my third general company is really a web design firm. So we, again, specialize in generating customers online, but it's more for the everyday client, the client who can't afford my time or who doesn't really need to generate huge amounts of cash just yet, either because they're too small or they don't have the capacity to handle all those clients just yet.
Okay, cool. Yeah, awesome. So you obviously don't like to sit still for too long.
No, indeed. I've got other projects as well. I'm working on it. Yeah. Anyway, we'll talk about that next time, right?
And that's another day, another topic.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
That's future dreaming. That's amazing. Oh my goodness, awesome. Cool. So the next question, how important is it to you to be happy in your life and path?
Extremely happy. If you're not happy with what you're doing, you're not going to be able to get the outcome that you want, right?
Yeah.
You're always going to have conflicts as to, I'm not enjoying this, so why should I even do it, right? So
sure.
By being pleased and happy with what you're doing, you're going to apply more attention and energy into it, and you're going to work a lot harder than everybody else. So the actual achievement that you'll achieve will be a lot greater than someone who's not enjoying it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you generally hear the term, do what you love, and you'll usually do quite well.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely true, because when you love something, you just pour your whole heart and soul into it. So, and it's what you're thinking about all the time, apart from, if it's a job that you just have to go to 9 to 5 and you're kind of there, and then as soon as you leave the office, you stop thinking about it. So,
yeah. Indeed.
Yeah, awesome. And the next question, what are some things that happened in your life that inspired you to follow your heart?
Leaving high school, I was kind of pushed into getting employment, and that didn't go down too well with my potential employers. So I was then pushed again to really go out on my own and sort of pursue customers online, because I was not very confident in handling clients on the phone or in person. So I was really pushed to learn how to generate customers online very quickly for myself, right? So that was kind of pushing me into where I am now without me even knowing it at the present time. So it's really about being aware about the opportunities that you have, even if they seem like challenges, I believe. So does that answer your question? I think I went a bit off track there.
Yeah, no, absolutely, because obviously it's something that has inspired you to get where you are right now, like something that has triggered that in you. So, so why were you not comfortable dealing with people on the phone and in person?
Really, my speech at the time wasn't that clear, so I kind of had to, I could do it, but people were like, this guy does not sound professional, So it was kind of like I could to it, but my perception on the other side of the phone wasn't very good. So the outcome through doing that wasn't as good as I could do online, through online ads, emails, text. Because online you can really be anyone you want, right? You can create this whole sort of perception of you online very, very quickly. So I took that approach and it worked, and I'm doing it for my clients now. So
awesome. And now your speech is like, I would never have known that you had a problem with your speech before. So
practice makes perfect. No, sorry. Perfect practice makes perfect. Don't get those two mixed up, right?
That's awesome. I love that. And could you teach me a technique you use to find your inner peace?
Inner peace. I believe there are happy triggers in everyone. So things that people enjoy, right? So when I'm really annoyed with client work, not that I don't like my clients, it's just some tasks that I don't enjoy as much as other tasks. So I might go out, have lunch, I might go see a film, but generally I'll go into the gym and get energy and really get clear on what I want from today.
Yeah.
What I tend to do every morning is I tend to go, all right, for today to be an awesome day, what do I have to do? Like, what would I have to achieve so that I can sleep happy at night, you know? So,
yeah, sure.
And that's, you know, handling emails, handling calls. It's really about the tasks that push you forward and really build you progression the quickest. So it's not always doing client tasks. It's not always handling invoices. It could be, you know, posting an article on my blog because I want to help other people for that problem, right?
Yeah,
so
sure.
It's just about being clear on what you want to do every day.
Yeah.
Is a good sort of trigger. And if you get caught up in that pattern of you're not enjoying it, go outside and train or get lunch or just do something else to get your mind out of the current zone.
Yeah, sure.
Look into it from the outside in.
Yeah, definitely. You know, that's a great way to kind of just get your mind off it, do something different, come back to it, and you've always got a new energy and a more exciting energy, I think.
Yes, indeed. And don't be afraid to work overtime as well, especially if you are pushing towards an outcome. I find sometimes to have a perfect afternoon or a perfect evening, you might have to work overtime, and people kind of freak out, oh, you know, I'm going to have 4 hours sleep or 2 hours sleep. But if that means you have had a good day, then have 4 hours sleep, right?
Yeah,
because
definitely.
To sleep 12 hours or 10 hours and to go to bed unhappy with your day is a horrible feeling. But to have 4 hours sleep and to know that you've earned those...
Yeah, you've really achieved something.
Sleep, yeah, that's a much better approach, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, awesome. Thank you. And that brings us to the last question. What has been one of the most useful pieces of information you have ever received?
I reckon there's 3 things. I actually heard this from my client a while ago. Actually, yeah, there's 3 things. I think it was chill out, everything is fine, was the first one. Second one was keep focused on your outcome and do one thing at a time. And life is really good, right? Life is good. Like, people tend to only look on their problems, but if you look on the opportunities around those problems or what you're currently involved in project-wise or even employment-wise, you'll find that life is really quite good. So the client who told me this earns, I don't know, like 10, 20 mil per month, right? So he's really hectic, but he keeps on telling himself, right, chill out, keep focused, and life is good.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I'm like, well, if he's doing that, I might start applying that as well, you know, because I can get quite hectic too, and I might be doing 100 things that I'm not enjoying, and everything seems really hectic. But if I chill out, keep focused, and enjoy life, things really flow and land into place really quickly.
Yeah, definitely. And I like the idea of just concentrating on one thing at a time, because I think when you break it down and you just like take one step at a time, everything seems so much easier.
Yeah, indeed. So it's also about not allowing other people to chew up your time and to pressure you to do certain things if you're not putting time into it yet as well. So speaking again of that client, he has like 20 missed calls every single day, but that's because he's not aiming to do those outcomes just yet. So he will call those people back when he needs to achieve those outcomes. So really be careful of how you put your time into your projects and only focus on one thing at a time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, thank you so much, Jamie. It's been so fantastic to catch up with you.
That's all right, not a problem. Hopefully we'll chat again about my future projects.
Yeah, definitely. I'd love that. Yeah, it's been really interesting to get an insight into an entrepreneur's mind. I mean, it's really interesting because obviously you always have something new coming up and there's all these things happening at once. So it's really interesting to kind of chat to someone who's so, I guess, you know, on top of it all and laid back with it. So it's really nice. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, and I will chat to you soon, no doubt.
No worries. Thanks, Jamie. Have a great week.
See you, Sarah.
See ya.